Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? Today we're going over Link's account, and by the way, a lot of people are saying, hey, how come you don't do Defense Up for War? And we do. It's just most people request Cosmic Crucible rather than anything else. And so if you want your defense featured on Defense Up, Crucible or War, just contact me on Discord. Links are in the description below. I'll get you on the list, and you could choose whichever one you want, and we'll get going. Okay, Link's coming in at about 58 million TCP operating in Plat 3. There is a discussion about how the pools of players at the high end of Crucible are getting smaller and smaller. Be sure to tune into your favorite content creator. We're all talking about it today, and you can hear more about that. But today we're going to be talking about not using out of time in Crucible, or at least the entire team. We have an entire team in room 4, and we think that's not really a good idea at all, so we'll show you guys how to dismantle that and use it better. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the room 1, which this is a pretty decent team, but it's kind of old, and people know the mechanics of it and everything. This is the Extreme Rogue variant in 1. We're going to be taking this apart. We're going to drop Cyclops from this team, and we're going to add Black Knight, and we're going to put that in room 4. So it'll be Black Knight plus that Extreme Rogue minus the Cyclops. Put your Black Knight off in the corner. This one happens to be a huge 1 diamond with Fortifier Black Knight. That might be a good thing. What we're interested in finding out is if we put the Extreme X-Men with Black Knight in here, which last week was like a terrible defense to go into. You just got rocked. I tried using Masters of Evil APOC. We tried Superior 6 APOC. It was a very challenging team to one-shot. We ended up just sacking it because you go in with Exhaust, and that Black Knight basically reduces himself to Absorbing Man. So everybody was kind of sacking the team. However, there is a theory that Cabal will roll over this. However, Cabal is, of course, a newer team, so depending on how many people in your Crucible have the Cabal unlocked up and running, they may be able to one-shot that now. So we're going to try that. We're going to try Black Knight Extreme in 4, see how it goes. If it starts getting stomped, we'll have to resort to other ideas. But I think for the time being, it's probably a good idea. Instead, in room 1, what we want to do is go Red Hulk, Green Hulk, Quicksilver, Omega Red, and Captain America. Captain America to one corner, Green Hulk to another corner. So you got your tanks on the outsides. Then you're going to have Red Hulk, Quicksilver, and Omega Red in the middle. Figure out your own placement on that one. It's not amazing, but it might be useful. So we're going to go with that to try and spread things out a little bit. Hopefully that is a team that's going to work for you. I'm really mad because Spotify keeps stopping my music. Oh, stop that, Spotify. Okay, so moving on. So this is actually a pretty decent team, but it's a little outdated. For me, this is going to be an A-. It's okay. It's okay, and it's actually done right, but we got better stuff these days. For room number 2, we have the Secret Defenders with Noir. This is another one. It's done right. Lots of diamonds on this roster. 58 million, and there's diamonds on just the right things, in my opinion. This Noir is fine, whether it's a teeny tiny Noir or a great big G19, I don't care. Noir's there to remove the evades. A bigger Noir could add some bleeds and might add some value, but a smaller Noir creates gap placement with hard light and allows and clears those evades, and then hard light can rewind the Gwen pool, and it causes the new warrior counter to fail. 16% chance. We did, however, talk about in the previous video a way to reduce that fail rate. Go check out that other video if you want to find out more about that. That's right, I tease my own videos from time to time. Get over it. All right, this team is fine. I think it's an A myself, and I honestly don't know what else you could use in here other than Darkhold. And guess what? We've also got Darkhold on defense in another room, and Really doesn't matter which way you go with it. All right, room 3, Infinity Watch, putting me to sleep. We're going to see this a lot. Nobody cares. It's done right. Moving on. Room 4, we talked about that being swapped with the Extreme. And in room 5, it's Darkhold. This one's got some issues. This is a great big Agatha, and Benny Westside thinks that she should be a Raider for sure. She does splash damage, AoE. She's passively aggressive, as Benny says, and she does a lot of things. She gets extra crit chance, crit damage from Doctor Strange. So making her a Raider might be the way to go on this version. If your Agatha is smaller, you could go Skirmisher for the focus boost, but an Agatha with 3 diamonds absolutely does not need the focused boost. The team's, of course, older, may not be worth changing. We're kind of splitting hairs here. This is for somebody who wants to build it, has the luxury of building it bigger or something. Those are our thoughts on that. Scarlet Witch, somebody you can throw in here, I guess. I'm not excited about that. Build Scarlet Witch for the Scourges. Otherwise, you know, she's just the 5th character. You could put in Quicksilver in here, but I think Quicksilver's better off in that room 1 team that we talked about. He's not changing the outcome of this match. If anything, it's going to force your opponent to bring in something stronger, maybe. It's really not going to change anything, so that's something you could do. The biggest thing we need to do is change the placement. We want Agatha in the corner adjacent to MLF because she calls an assist, and you want MLF assisting with that big percentage health steal assist. It's really good. So this is an okay team. It's not very exciting. It's in a boring room that we treat as a blank. However, the ISOs are questionable, and the placement is definitely wrong. I'm going to give this a B-, although really it's not going to change. I don't think it's going to change your score any. You might get a few more points by making those changes that we suggested here. And finally, in room 6, it's the Asgardians. It's the filler defense everybody seems to love putting in room 6 right now. Health insurance. Okay, what we talked about is Thor Infinity War is cool and he could do some damage, and maybe you could get some kills out of this team. Maybe they'll even make it far enough that they win, you get a defensive victory. I doubt it. What we think is a better way to go is find your smallest Asgardian and replace Thor Infinity Watch with that smallest Asgardian. Hopefully it's Sif because she taunts. Then, if you go into it with, say, a Kang, no matter where you go with Kang, if he specials, he's going to accidentally kill an Asgardian. If you go into it with Eternals, they're definitely going to get a kill, but they're also going to get revived from Dormammu, and so that creates, you got to come in with a higher grade of Eternal composition to get around those revives. So we're really trying to trigger that passive from Valkyrie and trying to get characters revived. We're trying to accidentally kill Asgardians, and that's why Thor is better off being replaced by a smaller Asgardian that could accidentally die. This is pretty good, though. Nothing really wrong with it other than ISO on Beta Ray Bill should be a Raider. Again, splitting hairs if you really want to change it. We've got 3 people putting out vulnerables and 2 people soaking them up, so it still kind of works, but I think he's better off as a Raider myself. I'm going to go ahead and give this team a B+. I think if you were to change that ISO and put in a smaller Asgardian in the back, I could begrudgingly give it a full A. The team just isn't exciting, but unfortunately we don't have much that we can do about it. However, fortunately, we don't have much longer in the season, and we'll be getting new season room rules, and that'll be fantastic. Also, fortunately, we won't be dropping down a rank this time around, which is great because unfortunately, Scopely is pulling away more trophies than we are currently getting in Crucible, which means the pools of players at the high end of Crucible are getting smaller. So fortunately, that means that you're not playing worse in Cosmic Crucible. It is just that much harder to find your way up into Masters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure making this video. Big shout out to all the content creators who always join me on voice in the streams. Again, if you guys want to be a part of that conversation in chat, be sure to be here live on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We do lots of different stuff. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game, be good to yourselves and others too, and I will see you next time. Bye.